Okay.
What was that even? Hizo ni mawat?
Sio ndo poa.
I know.
Si
poa gani?
Si pesa yako ni pesa yangu.
Pesa yako ni yetu, yangu ni yangu. But that time I didn't know that. But actually I had that mind of growing.
Your man?
With somebody.
Am growing together?
No. Hiyo siwezi grow na msesa hizi Joel.
Okay.
Tukutane kama tusha grow. Tupatane kwa barabara tukienda. Sasa tukianza kugrow saa hizi Joel. Ati baby tutadu. This guy betrayed me big time. Hiyo na ilikuwa mbaya bwana. Hiyo alinicheza mbaya, alicheza rough.
Cheza rough.
Alicheza mbaya hiyo. Hawezi do hivyo.
Allah.
Yeah, so what do? I am not, because he's married, so he has a wife already. So so that is it. So it's like, niliwekelewa nini, so uliwekelewa na bibi yako na mimba already, bro. Hizi ni gani? Mtoto marriages tumeshikiliwa na tumama huko nje.
Lakini polygamy chokora kidogo.
Si fiti. Loki. Polygamy lipa mdogo.
Hiyo nani gani waze?
Alikuanga na matusi. Then he's insulting me the way I've tricked him to go home, so I'm with men, blah blah blah. Me, I'm just there.
Kuna wanaume huko nje bwana wamekanyaga mawe kapasuka. They don't give a shit.
Yes.
They'll go and tell
like
madam
like, hey,
madam mimi ananifurahisha, she makes me feel young and I'm bringing her along.
Yeah.
Na iko hivi na hivi.
I know, right?
You're not ready for that conversation. Hiyo acha tutaongea wakati tutakuwa willing kule kusema ile story nyingine pia. Tutashikanisha hizo mbili. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo. Welcome to yet another amazing conversation. Happy New Year. It's the new year and I hope you have your resolutions in check. Nini. You know how you people do it? I don't do it. I just snowball into the new year, man. Kaende. Anyways, welcome to an amazing conversation. This beautiful lady, I've been looking for her for a while and eventually the stars have aligned. And I want to believe before us is one hell of a conversation. So without further ado, Diana Makokha, welcome to the podcast.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Joel. Actually, we've been waiting for this time.
Yes.
For as long as we can remember.
Yes.
Maybe it was just meant for 2026, January 3rd.
Yes.
Finally, we're here. Asante sana for having me around.
Is it weird you being on the other side of the seat?
Not really weird, but that is normally the mic and radio, so it's not weird really. But kind of some mixed reaction.
I was here with
the host.
Yes, last time I hosted Mr. Makali David, former journalist. He was like, "Oof, Joel, I hate it here."
I know, but yes. Makali is a big name.
Yes,
that's a brand.
Yeah, he was like, "I hate it here. I this seat. I know what you're about to do to me." And I was like, "Chill, brother, chill."
Hey, ni conversation.
In maisha yako tu. Kanaenda tu venye inaenda.
Inakuja,
easy mock exam that there's going to be a surprise question or anything. Everything I'm going to be talking to you about is something you can anticipate.
It's just like you're rekindling and you're just talking about things that happen.
Yes, and mostly things that are within your purview for the most part. Mm-hmm. So I just want to go to where you currently are. Mm-hmm. You've been a broadcast journalist at Sulwe FM for the past 12 years.
Yeah, sure.
And counting. How has that been?
Actually, I've been a broadcast journalist for the last, I think, 15.
Yes, now in total, but now at Sulwe it's 12
years.
Yes.
It's been amazing because I remember when I came to Sulwe, mimi sikuwa najua kuongea kibukusu ya radio. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yes.
Lazima tutafute unga. So it's been amazing to 12 years.
Yes.
I will say it's been good because we get to interact and brush shoulders and meet people.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing.
So over the course of, you've mentioned at least 15 years in total of you being a journalist. Huh? Mm-hmm. Over the course of the 15 years, what have you just witnessed firsthand evolving in your industry? Because I'm sure over a decade long, kuna mambo imechemka, imeenda left, imeenda right. Yeah. What have you witnessed firsthand?
Because firsthand is the audiovisual.
All right.
Nowadays we go audiovisual. because media is evolving, and I
Okay.
even try to tell those the students who are doing media now,
Yes.
it's media is evolving.
Yes.
Kitambo we used to do, if it's radio, it's radio.
Yes.
Behind the microphone.
Yes.
There's no face.
Hakuna kujua.
Yeah, we utapiga stories zako huko nini nini, but now because of media is dynamic,
Yes.
we're going digital.
Yes.
So the thing that I will say I've just witnessed evolve is the audiovisual. We are moving from the audio, and we're not just, radio is not just behind the microphone. Radio is now going visual. So we are being heard and seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So lazima kukuwe na that moment of at least tuone nini nafanyika kwa studio.
Muone huyu mtu anaongea nakaa aje.
Yes.
You know, kitambo they used to say sauti za watangazaji zinatoa nyoka pangoni, sura zinarudisha nyoka pangoni. But at least now people have to this is Joel, this is Diana.
Yes.
So we are evolving pole pole, tunatoka the behind the scenes.
Yes.
Now we are coming up.
Yeah, it took me a minute. I think back in the day, I used to fangirl this lady, Eve D'Souza. She used to be at Capital FM back in the day. Eve,
when
man,
Capital was Capital.
She had the voice. Kidogo alikuwa anaongea me my high school ass. Just like, man, who dem anafanana aje, you know? And then it took the intervention of those Sunday magazines for me to actually
At least
get to
you see.
this news.
But nowadays, people see.
Social media.
Social media imekuja, and then we have the live, the TikToks.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
the live Facebooks, the X. So,
yes.
yeah, we're going visual.
It has helped a lot with being able to put a face to your favorite host.
And
radio
to put
host.
a face on the voice.
Yes. Mm-hmm. How has that impacted the industry really? Like in terms of, is it enhancing the engagement?
It is, because especially the reels, the short videos, because me am a millennial.
Okay.
So the generation, the before generation.
There. Tuko tu pamoja.
Si tuko hapo, sio? Good. Awesome. Tuko mbaya sana.
Tuko tu pamoja.
So the current generation, kidogo,
Yes.
their patience, kidogo ni, they rarely listen to radio.
Yes.
The current generation, the Gen Zs and the Alphas and the Betas and the...
Yeah.
So it has really helped because of the reels,
Yes.
the short videos, because if I'm hosting you on radio on Sulwe,
Yes.
and then we're talking about the youth, we're talking about time lapse, we're talking about stuff.
Yes.
This generation or this person won't have the entire period of the 40 minutes to listen to the entire.
Oh, the 1 hour, yes.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Akili yao iko tu all over.
Inakuanga imesonga.
Yes.
So it has really helped, because if we're going to cut the short reels, the short videos,
Yes.
and then we post them, then we have time. And then maybe they don't want to listen to the entire interview. But those tidbits, that those 2 videos, they
The highlights.
Yeah, the highlights. Like Joel hapa alikuwa ameongelea nini, alikuwa ameongelea Jenso amekosa nini.
Yes.
Joel hapa alikuwa anaongelea about how to start a podcast nini
Yes.
nini. So
Yes.
they'll go
Yes.
to the reels, the short videos of what particularly interests them. So I'll say it has really...
It has helped to further the conversation over and beyond the radio itself.
Yes, and then actually the conversation keeps on going, because under the post, under the videos, we'll have
a lot of feedback. Yes.
Yeah, so it's not.
So it's not just one way.
Because kitambo, when we were in college, tulikuwa tunaambiwa radio is up to date.
Okay.
Like umesikia ama hujasikia, kama hujasikia ndio hivyo. Yeah, even though tulikuwa tunaambiwa when we were in college.
Yes.
But now, sawa, radio is up to date, yes, but there are those conversations that are continuing even after the real conversation.
Nice. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm seeing even TV is also being forced to also go this direction of evolving to these new metrics of how people engage with shorts, social media. Yes, imekuwa kwa news, lakini cut that bit.
Yes, cut that bit. Like, alisema nini hapo, that kapunch. There's always that kapunch, like, he said this, so that is something that they're going to run with it.
What are ile upuzi kwa studio too? behind the scenes. Yes, I've been seeing kwanza. Is it on TV? Their TikTok is really blowing up with the tomfoolery behind the scenes.
And then even like Citizen, like TikTok, people see what is brought on screen. They don't know what happens. They don't know the directors. Our director here, Mona. So like there are those directors who go on their TikTok and then they're like, okay, Joel coming to you in 5, 4. It's like, okay, so this is a whole thing.
Yes.
So it has given people the world a glimpse of really what happens
behind the
before
news,
what comes,
before,
what we see.
Yes.
So at least it's given people a glimpse of what happens behind the scenes before we get to see now ile chakula imepikwa sasa. Wanaonyesha kule jikoni venye watu wanakata vitunguu wakiendelea kufanya hiyo story yote.
Yes. So how do you end up into the vernacular side? Because you mentioned earlier that you are not really set for this. It's not like you... Is there like a training for vernacular?
No, I think it's about interest. That's one. Two, I believe as a journalist, as a communicator like you, you need to at least communicate in at least 3 languages.
All right.
Yeah, your first language, then maybe Swahili, then English, and then maybe one foreign if you can. So as a communicator, you must be able to communicate in 3 primary languages.
Okay.
So with me, I began with Swahili, definitely. My first 2 radio stations, one in Webuye, Radio Mambo. I started at Radio Mambo Webuye, and then went to Sahara.
Oh, that was in Webuye?
Yeah.
I've seen it on your profile, but I wasn't sure where that one was.
That is where we started. I really give it up to them because it's not every day that you get an employer who's going to employ somebody without an experience. Tulikuwa tumetoka tu college, unakuja hapo unaambiwa haya. We used to read actually news on papers. Tulikuwa na print. Kuchana saizi watu wanaandika
yes.
So that's where it began. So when I came there, when we were doing the interviews, like, are you really sure you're going to speak Bukusu on air? I was like, okay, I'm Bukusu, so I learned on the job.
Yeah.
And then here I am.
Evo too?
Yeah, Evo too. So it's just about interest and then just loving what you do.
Yeah.
And then talking to people, finding out, being curious or wanting to know this and this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I hear people say, especially this generation, nasikia tu lakini siwezi ongea. Some of us, the vernacular has paid our bills to where we are.
Yes.
So you really need to, at least to know.
No, yes.
Yeah.
Nice. So over the course of the years.
And then also, sorry, Kukukata, also, much as you must communicate in the primary languages, also I believe you need to. It's quite true at any radio ama TV. Like I also write. I used to write. I still write. So you need to have diversity as a journalist because huwezi jua.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. So over the course of the years as a radio host, I'm sure people call in, people text in, all manner of things. What was the wildest thing that ever happened on air that has stuck with you over the years? I'm sure iko ama ziko. Tushangaze nayo.
I'll say there are those days that you're down as an individual because much as you're pale unafaa kucheka na watu because you have your own life.
Yes.
Na time nilikuwa na go through heartbreak.
Yes.
Baya sana.
Yes.
Umelia usiku mzima unakuja hapo, you need to laugh and say hello Sulwe blah 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 nini. When you put off the mic unaweka sing.
Yes.
Unaanza kulia. I thank God by that time hatukuwa tumefika audio visual.
What?
So there are those days that you down. Like for me, I will say that those days that I was really heartbroken, and surprisingly, our listeners know us.
Okay.
They not really know, but they know you.
Yes.
They know the Joel they know.
Yes.
So najua, hapana, huyu si ule Joel tunamzoea. Are you okay?
Yes.
Najua, it's awkward when a listener is asking you that, but you need to put up a brave face and then there are those times that a listener just calls and they hit on you on air. So you need to
awkwardly
play
the conversation.
Hapana, tulikuwa tunasema hivi, yes, nyingine tuongea baadaye. So happens. Yeah.
So someone kuna jamaa shega hapa ni Sulwe. Alafu mama unakaa mzuri.
Ana hii sauti yako wewe unakuanga na bwana. Sasa so you need to in a polite way, in a professional way, and then also usifinye ego yake sana.
Okay, is this taught in class ama ni sasa ni wetu mwenyewe unajua tu venye unafaa utembee naye?
It's not taught, but I think pia wewe as an individual you need just to know that okay, this is just a normal human being.
Yes.
Anafungua roho.
Yes.
So there's a way you need to talk to them.
Shoot shot.
And I shoot shot hewani.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so such moments.
Nice. So now, also, as I was just like also prepping for this conversation, I noticed that ulikaa hivi ukasema pana bana hii degree diploma yangu ya nini haitoshi. You went back to school.
I did.
Yeah, mi Gumbaru mi nilikataa bana.
Gumbaru ni ngumu jamani, especially Gumbaru na hii miaka yetu is still young bana. Go back to school. Mko hapo nyuma yetu.
Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
I know, right?
You'll feel free to ask, my friend. Nilikuwa hapo nyuma yako, so kuna venye Gumbaru mi nilikataa, but you decided to go back to school.
I did because
to do GBA arts in technical and to do what? Professional.
Technical and professional communication.
Yes.
Because I told myself, okay, some of us, we didn't get that chance to just pursue the degree. Like, for example, me, me had a baby immediately after high school.
Yes.
Then I had to stay at home for 1 year.
Yes.
Then I went to college. And then I did my Form 4 in 2001. Yes. I missed campus na point moja.
Okay.
Sometimes I tell my kids I got a B minor and I couldn't go to I would have, but now parallel. Tulimisi yetu ilikuwa inaitwa JAB, Joint Admission Board. Yes, saizi juu naitwa aje. Help, right?
I don't know.
There. Hiyo yetu si ndio ilikuwa inaitwa JAB.
Yes.
So nikamisi. Director yetu najua ni Gen Z. Namuona Sara.
Anatambua pia.
So I missed asikuingia na JAB. Yes. I wasn't selected by JAB.
Yes.
So I went to college. I did my diploma in mass communication, journalism and mass communication.
Yeah.
So sasa si nimepata job, then I'm a parent, then I need to pay school fees for my kids. Yeah. Then I got to a point, I was like, okay, sineza jaribu. I told myself, I want to go to school, but I want to go to a good school.
Yes.
That will accommodate me as a mother, as an adult.
Yes.
And as somebody who's working.
Already working, yes.
Yeah, so I went to Daystar and then I'll be finishing, by the way, this year.
Okay.
Nimeenda marathon. It's hard sometimes. You have assignments.
Yes.
You have group works.
Yes.
You have presentations. I'm a deputy manager in Sulwe.
Yes.
So there are those meetings. Good morning, team. Hope this finds you well. Tomorrow we are having a meeting.
You're one of those now.
Bro, yes. Tomorrow I have a card.
Yes.
And then this meeting, the directors will be around. So you need to be there and maybe there's a presentation.
Yes.
You need to ABCD. I am a radio presenter. I'm a host. I have my show that I need to plan.
Research for, yes.
I need to write reports at the end of the week. I need to write show plans for the week. Sometimes I have a guest. Nimekuinvite unakuja kuongelea ABCD. I need to prepare for you.
Yes.
I am a mother. Okay, I am a woman. I need to go out and have fun.
Yes.
It's not easy, but it's worth it because I told myself, by the end of the 4 years or 3 years, I'll be plus 3 years without.
Okay.
So, but if I go back to school, I'll be 3 years plus the degree. So, yeah, I decided to go back to school. It has been a roller coaster, but it's worth it.
So I just have to ask though, what is new in class now, given that already the industry has already evolved so much that the way you've mentioned, given your experience on the job, what is being taught in class that is
that is new?
That is new, yes.
I think everything is new.
Yes.
The only things that because I did the mass communication, it was general, but now I'm specializing in technical and professional communication, where I can work as a corporate communicator, can work in a parastatal, I can work in a company. So we are being taught
I get the difference.
So you get the difference.
Yes.
I'm trying to not really move away, but I'm trying to move away from mainstream. At least I can write, I can go in a hospital and communicate what you people like. Disseminate the complicated information to the layman.
Okay.
You get.
Break it down
in a layman's language.
All right.
So what I'm learning new is media is dynamic.
Okay.
We're doing research.
Okay.
We're doing report writing. We're doing mbona tunasoma statistics lakini kwa communication?
You tell me.
Like, why are we even learning statistics?
It's good for you though. The little statistics I tolerated in my accounting
like,
class
prof.
really helped. Yes.
So we it's dynamic and then it's wide.
And yes, you can cast. Nimesikia ukishikilia hapo chini ya maji.
Tunasoma hizi statistics za nini? So I think we're being taught how to, as we were taught more than 2 decades ago, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So media is dynamic. So if I will even advise people to take some refresher courses because there are those things that we learn on the job,
yes,
but we're meeting them in class. So I will say we're learning things that are going to be very relevant in 10 years to come.
All right.
Yep.
Because somehow future-proofed in a way.
Yeah, future-proof because isoma research, how to write the research, isoma the report writings, how to do ABCD, how to key director. So we're learning things that are going to be very relevant in future. In the coming times. Huh? Yes.
All right. I love it for you, man. Good luck with all of that, man. Nani challenge lakini bado mimi nimekataa. Hata mzana niulizanga ile CPA ulikataa kumaliza. Tunakula matukuli.
Sometimes it's worth it. Inasumbua lakini especially as an adult.
Yes.
And then the challenge is I'm in class with Gen Zs. I have a Gen Z. I have a 22-year-old.
How is that coming along by the way?
So kwa class na 22-year-olds unawekwa group moja with children and patikani and
the age of your
son.
Yes.
And then now you're sitting there, you asking muko wapi, and then time is moving, then now you need to do everything.
Do the entire thing yourself.
Hakuna kitu baya kama mtu mzima kama mimi kuanguka exam.
No.
So I'm there because I'm paying my school fees. So I'm feeling the pinch.
Yes.
So I need to make it.
Yes.
So you're there, you just decide, you're like, okay, sawa, I'll do it. They do it. So because you need to do it. You need the degree. You need the good grades.
Yes.
So.
Them, they still have the luxury of time.
Time then wanalipiwa school fees na wazazi, so they don't feel the pinch.
Yes.
But for us, we don't jilipia. So the day you'll go back, call me for moral support.
I will. Before we proceed any further, naona sija kukaribisha kuna maji, kuna kwanga kama maji ketu hapa. Kukaribisha.
Asante sana.
At least maneno isikwame kwa roho kama
niseme Joela ameniita akaninyonga bila maji.
Bwana, there is water and there is also some of these vinywaji of ours. These are called magic drinks. They are from one of our main sponsor, our only sponsor.
Okay.
Magic drinks from Hetias. Did you know Hetias produces beverages?
I didn't know. When we were growing up, Hetias was Hetias.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad it's still there. It's still now.
Wame diversify kidogo. They are doing drinks. Kuna water, Cabernet, Crystal, and then now there is the drinks. So awesome. These drinks is the one that powers this conversation.
Aha,
so
nice.
Kiu ya skari kikushika kidogo, feel free to extend. They are not props that are not supposed to be taken. I hosted the Senate the other day and he was like, Bungoma County was like, "Ai bana, hope naweza kunywa nisikunywa waseme ati
ameenda kukunywa mbele ya kamera."
Nisikunywa nimekunywa prop yenye nafaa iko tu kwa set na ifai kuguzwa.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So now let us dial back a little bit. You've hinted a little bit about things that happened before. So I just kind of want to go back there and understand the making of the woman, how you become you and the things you're passionate about, and the things you talk about. Mm-hmm. So first off, you're raised by one of those mothers,
Hey. African mothers.
African,
Terrorists. But here we are. But here we are.
Yes. So, what is the wildest? Because from the stories you chapa pale kwa your Zuckerberg nini wall, you paint a very beautiful picture.
Some are fiction, some are real.
Okay, let's
wildest. Come again. What is the wildest?
What's the wildest story that these mother viewers has ever clobbered you for?
Where?
Yeah, flimsiest reason, but akasema, you know what, Diana, kuja hapa.
Ni mingi.
Pick one, the wildest, craziest.
Growing up, I had a boyfriend in Stare Boy Center.
All right.
Natulenge juu.
Uh-huh.
I was in high school. And then this guy I was a class behind.
Na ulikuwa shule gani? Na tulikuwa umepata mtu wa starehe. Tuone.
Nilikuwa Chole Girls, then nikakuja na Milama High School tu bado. Chole Girls for Form 1, then nikakuja na Milama. So by that time I was just na Milama secondary school.
All right.
Then it was in Starehe. Hey, mimi nilikuwa chopi bwana. Usinione hivi Joel. Nilikuwa chopi.
No, I was just trying. Unajua kuna relax, I got you. But unajua kuna kwa na dynamic kwa hizi mashule. Kuna shule fulani na first date shule fulani. So I'm like,
this one tulikuwa na high.
Ulikuwa State House Girls hapo ulikuwa wapi huko kwenye utaji? Okay.
Watu sa village school.
Na Milama, let's go.
So sini zile times the massives, the letters nini.
Yes.
So you write a letter, you give a kid, analeta nini.
Nice.
So this guy writes this guy writes a letter, and he gives, I don't know, a neighbor's kid. And then this neighbor's kid brings a letter, and then nimekuja kuona Diana. Then Diana ko kitchen, and then gives it to my mother. Mama yangu anapewa barua.
Barua
goes through the letter, nini. I'm supposed to meet him. He's brought me some past papers, blah blah blah, nini. Then he calls me in the bedroom. Then she tells me, close the door. Then I close the door. Then can you read this letter? Read. Then go through. I read that letter. And then this guy was alikuwa anapenda kunisenereda ama inaitwa aje like nini those
paka mafuta kweli.
Then I read the letter, and then we were supposed to meet. And then now the entire, I remember it was over the August holidays. And then now the entire August holidays.
This is Form
3.
Okay.
So I'm not going anywhere.
All right.
Because si barua inasema tutakutana, so I'm not going anywhere. Then she tells me, now the worst of it, she tells me to reply to the letter and tell him I don't want him. I sit down, then I read the letter then she goes through the letter, and then she tells me, no, andika ingine. Hii si wewe, mimi najua venye unafaa kuandika. Andikia huyu kijana barua umwambie humtaki.
Ditch him.
Hey, muache. Then I did. Yes. And then Starehe was private back.
Yes.
Nini. She went to the post office and then posted the letter to him.
Oh my God.
Hivyo ndo nilipata boyfriend wa Starehe.
Oh no, you didn't have a chance to tell him.
I did, but now I think the fear. And then he was told, that bomber, my dad was a cop.
Yes.
My mom ndo huyo teacher. Then he was told, hey, utapigwa risasi huko wewe. Cheza. Then I think he shied off. Then we lost contact, and then that was it.
Man,
that's one. Two, another one is when my mom realized that I was expectant after high school.
Okay.
Where? Miezi.
So is it to this boy?
No. This is another one. No, not this one. We kaisha even then. This one we had dated for some time. Then we need to finish school. And then we finished school. And then whatever happened. Then I'm here. Then my mom. I'm a firstborn.
Yes.
And then no, this is 2002.
Okay.
This is not 2014 where you see small girls walking around with tummies, and this is where we used to unavaa sweater unafunika.
Yes.
And then stigma was all over.
Yes, I can imagine. Yes.
Yeah, so it was not so.
So you're saying good. She discovered when you're 6 months?
Yeah,
pregnant.
6. Yeah.
That's when.
Yeah. Nilitandikwa.
Even preggers.
Cheza bana. Unajua mamangu anamsikia tu.
Wewe.
Then nikakaa nikaona hapa ni kama kwezi, and then I quote ran away. Then I went to her sisters. So the last 1 month I was at her sisters. Then here we are. So my mom is tough. Was tough. Nowadays seem tough. I don't know what happens to these old girls when they get old. She's not as tough as she used to be, but I really thank God for that upbringing. Watu husema sisi millennials tuko na trauma because
we do actually.
No, we're trying to move away from that. We're trying to move away from that, but our upbringing was almost similar. In every homestead.
Yes. Oh, yes.
The difference was just kidogo, but all the mothers were tough. in equal measure.
Yes,
but
or fathers. It depends. It depends on the parent.
I think when the mother was tougher, father alikuwa naona hapa tukikuwa wawili tutaua.
Yes.
So father anajaribu kutulia kidogo. Then
yes.
when mom is kidogo ametulia, father alikuwa. So
Oof, man. So I don't want to follow that thread for now.
Don't.
I will. I'm just holding it there because umeleta story juicy sana ilikuwa iko part of my script. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to let it slide for now. We'll circle back to it.
Okay.
So now you're the daughter of a policeman. You've mentioned a funny thing, you've taken it word out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. You know, like I was just going to ask you, and I'm still going to ask, did it impact how other kids were relating to you? Like, you know, kama huyo aliambiwa ati if you continue dating huyo anaweza kushoot. Was it like, did it affect the relations with other kids around?
The kids like in the neighborhood?
Neighborhood, kwa mtaa, kwa village?
Yeah, it did, because for some reasons, the friends that I used to have, my mom was not for them. And I wouldn't want to say they're not successful, but for some reasons, mamangu alikuwa kikukataza usitaki huyu.
Okay. I get it.
Sitaki huyu, yes. So it really didn't affect 1, 2, around, maybe I'll say in the neighborhood. Mimi sikuwahi katiwa na watu in the neighborhood because walikuwa naogopa.
That's the thing. Actually, thinking you got it. Nilikuwa nasongesha tu hapo so that mwenyewe
alikuwa naogopa bwana, unakatiaje mtoto wa polisi?
Hiyo ndo nilikuwa nafikiria kidogo. You must be nuts kwanza.
Yeah, so like mostly ilikuwa far kiasi because now this guy from Bungoma, yes, but now the other side.
Okay.
Kule side zingine mbali kidogo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of affected
it really, it did.
Because it's not like nowadays where kids don't give a shit, mazee. Watoto siku hizo wajali. Hata unaweza kuwa umeshika tu gani kwa gate, lakini bado utakuja na mtoto wako tu akwambia, nimemleta.
Yeah.
Kitambo.
No, and then also I think, I don't know if I will say it's something positive or what, because I've grown with it even now. I'm 40 plus. Yes. But still, ni sangapi kwanza wewe unafaa kwenda home, Joel?
We're serious.
Even now, yes. I need to...
You need trauma.
Right? I need to really... I don't have to, but I think I've grown with it. So
it's ingrained. It's ingrained in
so
you.
I need to tell my mom, you know, or my dad, I'm seeing a friend. We have a conversation with a friend in town around 4. And then she kept on telling me, you know, it's 4. Utarudi saa ngapi? I know she won't hawatanichapa, but at least bado iko inasumbua. Yeah. I get attacks when, not really attacks, but which word would I say? I don't like getting home late.
Yeah,
nikirudi kuona
kuna jitters bado tu.
Tutakuwa unaniambia, Diana, can we meet over coffee at around 6 p.m? I'm like, Joel, 6? No. Can we meet tomorrow at 10? So that tumalize hiyo coffee yetu haraka, I go back home. So it really affected the relationship, as you say, with other kids in the neighborhood. And it has also, I will say, it has given me some discipline. Especially when I'm going back to my parents. Na unanga siku hizi Gen Z wanarudi kwa nyumba late. You're like... The other day, my son, when kulikuwa na vuka mwaka in this town,
he went.
Dude left home at 9 p.m. It's like, unaenda wapi? Like, okay, unaweza nitumia mom, unaweza nitumia some 2K, I'm going out with friends. Like, it's night. And then he left. And then my mom said nothing. My dad said nothing.
Yeah.
Mimi saizi Diana.
You totally can. You totally can. You've allowed it. I think you need more when you do Masema. It's more like you've grown up in this way of life. Huh?
So we're still doing that. I think tumezoea unajiona because at this age we are grown-ups. We are disciplined. We know what we want. We know what to do, what not to do. So I think when you Masema, ni trauma. We need to heal from that trauma.
Yes. Heal, Diana, heal.
I need to heal. Nafaa kuheal. Mnisaidia ni heal.
Let's talk.
Niongee.
The more naongea, the more inakutoka. Simonga bonga kutoke. Yes. So now, funny thing actually, you realize for most, I was clobbered too. My mom was one of those too, man. She was. I saw one of your posts, how they are very creative in how they beat you, anything and everything that is flying. Sufuria, mwiko, pasi.
Ukinyamaza mbona unanyamaza? Kuna kiburi, ukijibu unajibu nani?
Yes.
Then you try to block, like you want to kill me?
Unataka tupigane.
Niua, umekuwa mwanamume, so
yeah. So the funny thing, you do realize for people who are raised like that, we are actually going out of our way not necessarily raise our, in as much as our kids are outspoken, yes, but we're not really going out of our way to also like discipline them as much as our parents used to discipline us. Why do you think we are running away from that kind of parenting?
We are not really running away from that because this is a different generation. Hii ni generation ya internet. Okay. Hii ni generation iko outspoken.
Yeah.
Us, when I visit you, your mom at home, I'm your friend. Nikifika nyumbani, I'm not a visitor. Mimi nitafika nyumbani nisalimie madhe na nimfuate kitchen. Ataniletea chai, nikishamaliza kukunywa chai, I'll get up with the cups and the tray, nimfuate kitchen, nipeleke huko tupige story huko. Gen Z mgani atafanya hivyo? Right? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is this is a very totally different generation. There's what we call gentle parenting. Then kuna ile tough parenting. Yeah. So we're doing a mix. We're not being so soft, but we also don't want to be so tough.
Yes.
We have embraced the conversational parenting.
Yeah.
We talk. Your child atakwambia kwanza tafadhali Gen Z. Ututu alpha. Those are the ones who are very outspoken. You will get home, you're asking questions, then it's like, okay, why are you raising your voice? And then also you ask yourself, like, by the way, why am I even raising my voice?
Siwezi ongea tu vizuri.
Yeah, siwezi ongea tu vizuri. Because umetoka job, you have your stuff, nini, then you're trying to project your external pressure
on them, yes.
Which is not good.
Yes.
So we're really trying to, not to spoil them, but tuna mix your parenting ya kitambo kidogo, but we are trying to...
You know what situation requires...
You know the rules. Yes. Like here we don't do this. We don't do this. Like here we ask.
Yeah.
Here we say sorry. Here we say please.
Yeah.
Here we when we say no, it's no.
Yeah.
But if sometimes they get away with it, they're need to manipulate.
Tunajua sana kuchezea akili.
So we're not really moving away from that, but we're trying to mix like your parenting yetu na here saizi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So around, I had to ask about your mom because she features a lot on your timeline. But on this platform of ours, we intentionally and unapologetically celebrate fathers. And you celebrate you as much as you celebrate your mom. But now, since you're on this platform, I'll ask about your dad. What is the fondest memory that you remember about that involves your dad early on, pale chekechea, growing up,
pale kidogo, yeah.
10 and below? And a fond memory that involves your dad. That if he gets to watch this clip, he's like, hey, no, that's a cool story, but sure.
Dad.
Yes.
Before aingie polisi, alikuwa GSU.
Okay.
Kitambo walikuwa naitwa JSU. So before we came to Bungoma, he used to work kule Narok. And then, the GSUs, tulikuwa na tule tu biscuit, tule tu nyama tu mkebe, tule tu nini. And then I remember most of the time dad walikuwa naishi kwa the tents, the hema tents. So sometimes he will come over, take us to those hemas, make us mingle with these other kids from polisi wengine, blah, blah, blah. So I think that, do I have another very fond memory of my dad? Because dad is tough than being a cop.
Yeah, he was one of those too.
Yeah, then dad is... Ni watu wamenyamaza wananga story mingi kama sisi. Ndio hata nashanga sisi story mingi tulitoa wapi.
Maybe your mom low-key in as much as alikuwa na terrorize, but alikuwa na...
Yeah, dad ni mtu he's more of an observer than role giver, yes, but he's more of an observer than,
okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask when your firstborn comes along, but you've already mentioned it, I think, before, that it happened before even you went to college. So how do you juggle that part of your life? Like you just out of high school, then college comes, you deferred for a year. So do you have like to leave the kid at home, Mama? How do you balance that life at that point?
I definitely have to leave my kid at home because I am only 19, 20. Yeah. So I had to be home for 1 year. Then when the child was 1 year, so I leave him with my mom. Now go to college.
Okay.
So I only took him in when he was joining high school. So the entire time he was staying home with my mom.
Yeah.
So because me, nimemaliza college, I have to hustle and blah, 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 nini, and then I'm still a kid, quote unquote, bado I cannot. So most of the time he's home. And then also he bonded so much with my mom and dad that he was almost their last born, quote unquote.
He easily became...
Actually hata kuchukua tu tulivurutana tu ndo nikamwambia sasa pia mimi mniache pia nikuwe mzazi sasa nimelea. So yeah, that is home. Most of his time the below 10 he spent at home. So I'd go to college, come back nini.
Yeah.
So I didn't really need, I had to be a mother, present mother niko na yeye when he was young.
Okay. Yeah. So what type of conversations at this point do you get to have, like early on when you get pregnant? What type of conversation do you get to have with the father of the kid? How did that go? How did
you even have a conversation? Because that time tulikuwa tumemaliza high school.
Yes. Because unapata viboko sasa na nashangaa sasa huku ingine.
Because we are supposed to. He didn't ruka the story.
Yes.
But now, hakuna conversations per se because we don't have phones then. So the conversations are through letters. Okay. Then we are like, okay, we had both just finished high school. Alifanyia St. Steve. By then it was not St. Stephen's Kusi, it was just Kusi.
Okay.
And then we are like, okay, see, we go to college and then tumalize college because now we're children, literally, we're teenagers, young adults. We're not marrying each other. So we are like, we are going to college, and then when we finish college, and then we can see what to do. So we both go to college. He was in KW, Kenya Water Institute. I was in Eldoret Aviation. So we keep in touch, letters, then I finish college, I come, the guy is married.
Allah.
Yeah, so what do? I am not, because he's married, so he has a wife already. So that is it. So it's like, niliwekelewa, nini, so uliwekelewa na bibi yako na mimba already, bro. Hizi ni gani, bro?
This around what year?
Yeah. This is 2000, and because I joined college in 2004, so this is 2008. When I had just finished college, I had graduated. So hiyo ndo time nilikuwa na jaribu ku hustle, and that is the time also I got my first job in Webuye.
In
Radio Mambo.
Radio Mambo, yes.
So I find the guy is married, then I'm heartbroken because actually Musema, there's a difference between a heartbreak. There's a difference between being heartbroken and a heartbreak, because I think that was my only heartbreak I had because I was 20. I was 23. Una heartbreak aje mtoto mdogo wa 23 years. Mnakuanga aje hii dunia?
I'll apologize on behalf of the men folk.
You better. Yeah. So that is how it didn't work.
Okay.
Yep.
So when you're in college, you thinking you guys are still dating as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, because about the letters, like we're dating each other.
He gave you the impression you guys are still together for the entire...
How many years were you? 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
You finish, you're already home, you're thinking maybe we'll talk about this whole situation that...
Bro is married.
And then you go back
Bro has
home.
a wife.
Okay. Tunachezanga rough sometimes.
Kabanze? Mnakuanga aje? So and then those days kama saizi people fight, quote unquote, it just happened. It has happened. So what am I going to do? Then I just walked away. Then I focused on hustling, getting something to do, a job, then that is it.
So are you worried that the fact that your mother steps in so strongly, your parents, both of them, I want to believe it was like a joint initiative between both of them because they understood the impact this was likely to have on your life. So I guess the question is, are you worried at this point that maybe having this pregnancy this early in your life is going to like, sasa mawazo yako tu ukijiita mkutano peke yako, are you worried that this is gonna like throw your life in a bit of a spin? Ama like what? I'm just trying to get your state of
definitely
mind
because
then.
Joel, this was then.
Yes,
this is 2002.
Yes, I totally can.
We are not to work like
right now. It's a bit understandable that shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. Then girls will even go and terminate.
Yeah.
It's as easy as that. This was then, more than 20 years ago. We're in the village. We're not to work. There's no internet. Ati utakuja type ulize neza do aje blah blah blah. No, it's just you and you alone. Yeah. I'm the firstborn. Mtihani nayo nimechapa, nimepita, nimepata B. Okay. So I'm the firstborn. So my siblings are looking at me.
Yes.
And then the village, I'm low-key the star in the village.
Yes. Yes.
So definitely it does. I'm worried. How am I going to do this? And it's going to bring that. Actually, it brought some friction between my parents.
Okay.
Because now my mom, wazee lazima tu atasema mtoto wako umefanya aje sasa.
Yes,
mom
sure.
doesn't know what is happening. She's an equal parent just because she's the present parent. Because now my dad is working away, he only comes over maybe shortly, blah blah blah. So it really does brings that friction. It brings that bad blood. It brings that the stigmatization in the village is like, mtoto wa polisi anapataje mimba aje sasa. So that one. And then also it does it shrinks me in a way.
Okay.
Because now I'm just there sitting on my drone. Siko sure kama hata nitarudishwa shule because we have a dream. We had dreams when we were growing up.
Yes.
But I really thank my parents because they gave me that second chance.
Okay.
Like, okay, sawa, you've tripped, now prove. And I really proved. When I was taken back to college, I think I have proved. Yeah, that
in the fullness
kuteleza ndio umeteleza umeanguka, lakini it matters when you wake up and you realize your mistakes and you dust up and you go.
So I'll move on to the next phase of your life. It's also quite fascinating. Saka 2014, 2015. Kama kuna time ilikugeuza mhenga probably ni hiyo. Most of your memories are a mixture of feelings. You want to unataka kuhurumia, but then again there's the delivery which you kind of comes off like, man, I did this, I went through this, I'm over it, and now you're just like using humor to go through it. There is something we mentioned earlier, it has really got my attention fully, that this going through what you went through earlier on shrunk you in some sort of way. I don't know if I'll be getting ahead of myself if I say that this is what prepared you for the next relationship that you got yourself into that also kind of didn't necessarily work.
Yeah.
If I was to pull those two strings. Yeah,
because now this is a stretch of around more than a decade.
Yeah.
Because now this okay, of course hapa katikati kuna relationships work, then you finally get to this now, the one that you're talking about, and you're like, oh, at least finally. And then boom, you're tripping again. You're like, oh, shit is happening again. So I thought personally I had quote unquote healed, and I was ready for a concrete, a stable relationship, a relationship that is going to be a relationship, a union.
Yes.
But we get to meet people who are not, who masquerade. I will use that word because tunaweza kutana na wewe Joel, you're like, let's go have coffee. Mimi niko na njaa zangu na kunywa coffee yote, wewe kumbe hata ulikuwa ukunywi coffee, like, okay Joel, you're not taking coffee, wewe kumbe ulikuwa nataka uingie tu hapo ukae tu relax to the ambience blah blah blah. So I will say maybe this person was not ready for this then. I'm entering this relationship again. And then it's working on me. Then it's showing me dust. Then 1, 2, 3 years I'm like, Diana, no.
Kajiita mkutano.
Nikajiita kama mkutano, nikajiuliza, ndio maisha nataka kuishi di? Kajiambia hapana. So
Kuna two highlights, the two highlight events that I think I don't want to preempt them. I want to let you just be the one who goes ahead, and because you've written severally in different angles and even shared pictures from that time. Yes. I've been your friend on Facebook for a while.
I will collapse that page.
No, you can't. It's too big. At this point, it's beyond you. Your page has taken its pair of legs. It's no longer about you anymore. People converge on your page.
Oh yeah, people learn. People get to
reasons.
Sure.
Yes. In fact, you and I have actually met in person. It's just that
really.
Yes, you didn't know me, but now you see you're the famous one.
Okay.
Yes. 2022. Kidum's event hiyo ya machio.
Ile ya machio ile ya michezo Africa.
Tulipitana tu hivi, actually you actually with someone I know, and I said hello to them, and then you're like, unijui, and I was like, I know you don't know me. So it was
okay, now I remember.
Because tulikutana tu hivi, and I was like, man, I know this lady so well. And she's humorous. And then I didn't have this imagination of the podcast, so I didn't have anything that you and I could...
that we could have a conversation about.
Over.
Yeah, and so then also sometimes what people don't know about me is I'm very... kelele mingi in a good way on the socials. But in real life,
you're not like that. Yes.
I'm very...
I observed you for a minute. Yes, I did observe you for a minute.
That is something that people don't know. Uko socials, yes. But now in real person, I'm very calculative. I will say I'm actually private. I'm very selective with the people I meet and the people I connect with and the people I have conversation with. So yeah, that's me.
All right.
Yeah.
So that then, the 2014, 2015 era, you get yourself in another relationship that also does not work, and it teaches you lessons for days, and you also get another baby out of this relationship. I just want you to pick 2 or maybe 3 occasions, stories that form, the journey that is this relationship. Because I know you've written about them, but now there are a bunch of time lapses here who don't know you, who will be knowing you for the first time. And wanahitaji kuandika notes here.
Mimi nilipeana ATM msee.
Yes.
And alipe bills.
Okay.
What was that even? Hizo ni mawat?
Sio ndo poa.
I know.
Si
poa gani?
Si pesa yako ni pesa yangu.
Pesa yako ni yetu, yangu ni yangu. But that time I didn't know that. But actually I had that mind of growing.
Your man?
With somebody.
Am growing together?
No. Hiyo siwezi grow na msee saizi Joel.
But that's ideally. It's just say this did not work.
It did work.
But in an ideal setup,
if you found someone, because I was young.
Yes.
I was young then. I was 30.
All right.
Now I am 42. I am not growing with someone.
Okay.
Tukutane kama tushagrow. Tupatane kwa barabara tukienda. Sasa tukianza kugrow saizi Joel, ati babe tutadu. Niko na hii, ongeza hii, tufanye hii.
Yeah.
So I enter into this, and then I tried to grow that guy because I would say both of us were struggling. I had just gotten a job in Sulwe, by the way. Sulwe nilingia in November 2013.
Okay.
And then I get this guy, and then all of a sudden he loses his job. Lakini pia alikuwa mkora, alikuwa anadanganya vitu mingi inyazi kukua.
In retrospect,
but you realize, because it's like I have loans, I'm paying, I have these, but I realized there were no loans. So I'm there, I'm the one who is paying bills, who is doing the major things that I'm not supposed to do. And then I wouldn't say I was feminine. There's that femininity in a woman when things are done for her. Not really done for her in a bad way, but when we are dating in a union, you are the man. When ni mwanamume, it feels good when you're doing things for me. Umeniambia, hey babe, niaje, ebu tukutane pale tukunywe kakofi ni nini, you're doing ABCD. There is that thing that you feel as a man, and then it makes me feel the feminine, bring out the femininity in me. But that was not it, because basically I was doing everything. I was not really everything, but I was doing the major things. And then I'm not getting, I wouldn't say the value, but I'm not getting the respect that I'm supposed to get when I'm doing ABCD.
This recognition for the effort.
Recognition also, not really recognition, but I think I'm being disrespected in so many ways that I cannot say.
Okay.
And then it goes on and on and on, and then here comes the biggest betrayal that we will talk about it some other time. And then I'm like, no, now this is too much.
What yote?
This guy betrayed me big time. Hiyo na ilikuwa mbaya bwana. Hiyo alinicheza mbaya, alicheza rough.
Cheza rough.
Alicheza mbaya hiyo. Hawezi do hivyo. And then I'm like, I stay. Then I'm like, no, now this is too much. Because now it was getting into me. I was keeping to myself. I was not even loving enough to my children. I think nilikuwa na hiyo anchor. I was projecting the anchor and the hatred to the wrong people. And then also I was not even productive at work.
Okay.
Yeah, so these things they normally huwa tunajiambia nini, but they normally affect even us. They affect how we relate with people. Yes. Somebody who's not who is not treated well, whether a kid or a spouse, or it normally sometimes, I'm not saying that but we've heard or read about maybe wale ma HRs or wale ma supervisors wenye unaleta hasira, inaweza kuwa amekosana na mse wake
nizo ma toxicity za nyumbani.
Yeah, so they normally affect our productivity at work.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's this incidence of you. There's a story and a picture you shared on your socials. Your page is a gold mine. Your page is there's some guests I usually have, and I have really hard time preparing for their conversations. But I had the opposite of this kind of problem. I had too much to work with. There was just too much information. Yes, there was just too much to work with, and then just to pick the highlights so that we can have a conversation
about it.
It's very difficult. When you texted me yesterday about the topics,
I was like, now Joel, what are we going to talk about now? Joel, tunaenda kuongea nini, bro?
I told you.
Just come. You just told me just then we kuja tu tupige story.
Tupige story because I slept when we talked around 8, 9 thereabout.
Yeah.
I ended up sleeping at 1. Preparing, just going through the timeline, and I'm like, whoa.
But I'm an easy person, you realize.
Yes, right now, yes. But I want to imagine it was really chaotic for you. Mm-hmm. This time you decided, I think you had delivered, or you're still pregnant, when you decide to go in the village where this gentleman lives.
Yeah, I had delivered. I had just delivered 3 months into.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I just delivered CS. Yeah. So I've gone home. Dude doesn't have a crib.
Yes.
And I'm like, si tunajengana.
Yes.
And I even made bricks. Like, tafuta vijana kwa nini wakuja wa make bricks. And tunapiga bei. Mtanifanyia aje bro? Ayo acha.
You negotiated?
Yeah.
He was the one.
I am negotiating with these guys. I'm like, mtanifanyia aje? Unataka bricks ngapi kama 5,000 plus 500 breakables nini. It's like, okay. So utatufanyia hivi nini. Then I pay them. Yeah, then I pay them. They're making the bricks.
Where is he? In Nairobi?
Yeah, we are with him at home.
He was at home?
Yeah, yeye ni manjaro.
Why are you talking to the...
Yeye ni manjaro zake tu, ameamka ameenda manjaro zake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did the house get built?
No.
Did the bricks get made?
No, yeah, they were made. I think they were sold. Sijui zilienda wapi. Because I was there for 2 weeks, I recorded 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then, even hizo 2 weeks tulikuwa tu tunagombana tu. Then the bricks zilikatengenezwa, I paid them. Then I don't even know if they were baked, but I remember there was a time one of his parents called me and Mama, tunataka kuchukua a few of your bricks, your bricks quote unquote, tutengeneze sijui nini. Then the house haikutengenezwa haiko, and then the bricks pia ni kama zili I don't know where they went, but that was it.
Okay, so when you decide to move away from, like, after the 2 weeks have lapsed, za kuishi ushago pamoja,
I go back to my parents.
You go back to your parents?
And then the leave elapses, then I come back to Nairobi.
You come back to Nairobi?
Then I've never been there. I've never gone there again.
And while in Nairobi, are you still together?
Yeah, we're still together.
All right.
We're still together for... We're still together for that year. We're still together for another year.
Okay.
And then the disrespect inaendelea.
Na dial up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, all this time he's jobless. Oh, I forgot to say, I take a loan.
Okay.
Kimasako.
Okay.
I get a loan. I start a business for him.
What kind?
Akasema wacha nifungulie butchery.
Okay.
So tukafungua. Hata sijui zilienda.
How long did it last? Because biashara kuangia kila mtu man.
Yeah, months. A few months.
Months?
Yeah.
Hey.
Months. And then again we buy motorbikes, 2 motorbikes.
Again, your cash?
Yeah, mine and him.
Okay.
He buys one, I buy one.
Mm-hmm.
So zikaenda ushago. So apparently tulikuwa we get some guys to waendeshe watupatie 400 per day. Tukapewa siku ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu, wiki, then ikafika mali, motorbike iko na shida, motorbike sijui mafanya aje, sijui imeshikwa, then that was it. But I took one. Venye tuliko sana, I took one of the motorbikes. Really, I repossessed. That is the word. Yeah. And then what else do we start again? I tried this. No, I think those two. Those are the businesses that we tried.
How long does this last?
It doesn't last. Actually,
the length of this relationship of yours?
It lasted 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yep.
So, what is the straw that breaks the camel's back now?
There's something he did to me.
Yeah.
There's one of the disrespect he did to me.
Yeah.
That was the betrayal with somebody very close to me.
Okay. Oh,
somebody very close to me. Somebody very close. I've never talked about this. Just a family members and a few people know.
Okay.
So, but I still stay.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
You still stay?
Yes, I still stay. Like, this happened immediately after I gave birth.
So he cheats on you with someone close to you?
Yes. But I still stay because I want to make this work.
All right.
So I still stay. I stay for 1 year. For the second year, and then there are those things that somebody does to you, they don't hurt immediately. They, as you build up, as you stay, and then you're like, nakaa naangalia Joel anaanza, kwani Joel nilifanya hivyo hai? Like, it gets into you.
Builds up, yes.
It builds up. Then the disrespect continues because now this cheating doesn't stop because it's happening huko kwingine pia, all over. Then also the fact that I'm the one who is paying bills, I'm like, no. Then what am I doing here with him? Because if you're here and then you're not doing this.
So you're providing.
Yeah. Then I'm being cheated.
Paying rent. You're starting businesses, they are failing. And still, brother has audacity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I stay for 2.5 years.
Yes.
And then I think I just got to a point where I told myself, I think I deserve better. Deserve better.
There's this story that you share on your socials, where there was a violent episode.
Yeah. This is just between that time.
Yeah, so much such that even your old man comes in. And your brother comes in like, we bana.
Then I'm like, siendi.
Uendi bado
niko hapo. Because I want this to work.
And you parallel this with, I think you were telling this when you were commentating on this, the 16... Sonko's daughter, when there was this whole drama.
And then we were also, it was in between the 16 days of activism against GBV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you parallel this story and you pose it that she can only leave when she is ready to leave.
And she doesn't by the way,
because
gender,
that is exactly,
even because even men go through GBV.
Yes. And that is exactly what you did. After everyone tried to tell you to go, you did not. Up and until when you wanted to leave and you just packed your shit and you left. Yeah.
Just tricked him one day. Our son was, I think, 2 years and some months.
Yes.
Then I took the baby home because now we got to a point where house girls wanaenda. I don't know why I don't know. I have never figured why our house girls used to stay kidogo wanataka kuenda. I will connect, but I have never. So we're here with just the 3 of us. And then one day I said, okay, let's take the kid to home. And I take the kid to my mother's. And then one time, he loses a relative. And then the uncle, I think, dies. Then I'm like, unaenda matanga? He's like, no, sina fare. I'm like, okay, mi takutata fare one day. So I get him fare. And then he goes home. And the next day I call my cousin. Eric, uko? Niko Kayole. Anafanya job usiku, yeye ni soja. Kesho wa morning si umalize hivi alafu kama hivi na maboys wawili. Tafute wira mahali. Like, okay, sawa. And then they come. Then the next day I pack and then I leave. Then he's home and then he's calling because I'm busy, I'm not picking. Then he starts, nalikuanga na matusi. Then he's insulting me the way I've tricked him to go home, so I'm with men, blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm just there. And I leave. Then he comes, he finds his clothes in the house that nilikuwa nimehama. And that was the beginning. But sasa nikahamia tena place nilihamia, nikahamia karibu. Then he found me again.
Ulihamia tena karibu?
Nikahamia tu karibu tu. Then he found me. I don't know who told him. Then he found me again. And then he brings some commotions, nini. Tukapelekana mpaka Kasarani. He slept in Kasarani.
Okay.
Because alikuwa ameanza threats. And then me, I don't take threats lightly. And then even in between when we were staying together, because tulifika mahali, we had some disconnect. Kabisa, like, mwanamke akichoka amechoka. Tulikuwa na disconnect kabisa completely. Mmoja alikuwa na la bedroom, mimi nilikuwa na la kwa kiti. Disconnect. Then he will threaten me, you know, one day you'll go to work, then you come back, upate hapa nimejiua. Then he never threatened to me, but to him. Like, I'll one day kill myself. Me, I don't take death threats lightly. So it's like, mi wacha nijitoe, yeye akijimaliza ajimalize peke yake, kwa mimi sitaki kukua statistics. So I wake up one morning, then I leave. Then during that time when he knew this place, then he will come hapo nje, you know, nipatie mtoi, blah blah blah, nini. But still he was bitter. I think he didn't know that he couldn't believe that I had left.
Yeah.
Then now that is the moment that I just decide to move to a further place, and then that is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is something. This question is being derived from I think partly a story you once shared about cooking for your in-laws, doing everything for your in-laws.
Tuka chapo.
Yeah, machapo mingi sijui 62 or something. So
yo.
Siko nalala saa 7 ya bure.
I have suffered. Sasa mimi ni baby girl.
Unataka baby girl treatment.
Mimi sasa ni baby girl. Yes. Na miaka yangu 40 plus.
You're right, fair. So now it almost feels like, from what you are describing, it almost feels like your in-laws were almost like complicit, you know, like they kind of knew, or they just kind of did not approve of you in some sort of way, or what was happening here? Because you are such a valuable person, seemingly, and in such a case, kijana atakileta mchezo, in-law anafaa kuja set way they cause correct you.
That's what we do, like yes. That is what we do, like ukileta mchezo tunaambia Joel una ban
bana udem ni mfiti kanyana chini bana tu zingine hata, you know, like yes, you would
with
expect
them they never did that. Actually all the moments that we had some friction,
yes,
they were not available, and then tulikuwa tunaishi tu in the neighborhood hapa Nairobi too.
All right.
So I don't know if they knew the kind of person not really, I don't know, but it's their brother, so they knew.
They probably know, yes.
So I think ama pia vindi, I think walikuwa najua huyu atatuoni kama ataishi. It's just a matter of time.
Okay.
Because me, I tried. Sijui ni kusimpo ama kusimbia my in-laws ama nini.
You actually literally
simp.
Yes.
Yo. So they really never tried to salvage this thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Although hata kama wangetry ku salvage, I don't think it will have worked, because even this person that I'm saying that this guy cheated on with
yes,
she stayed at his sister's place for a few days before I realized.
Okay.
Sasa mbona nilikuwa namweka. Bless her soul.
And definitely they were.
So I will say they knew the kind of person he is. I think they were just saying that, hey, huyu kuna siku tu atamka asubuhi amechoka alafu, so yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is, I want to believe these forges. The word I was gonna use was Diana here is forged in fire, literally. This is the part that you are actually literally forged in fire. So you have surmounted all of these, and you're still doing your work, and it's. I'm just curious, does this kind of reflect, because the stories I've seen you write, the articles you've seen you write, some of them kind of. I don't want to say that they draw inspiration from your life. Maybe you're just doing social commentary. But I just want to ask you, there are 3 I've picked, because you've written quite a bunch, but there are 3 I've picked.
On socials, I'm on the Nairobian. I used to write for the Nairobian, on the socials.
There is now for the Nairobian.
Yo. Nairobian was controversial.
Yes. That's the reason why I'm bringing them up. Like, I ran into a bunch of them, but some of the ones.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, Joel Joel, hizi ni gani?
Venye inafaa.
Okay, kaende.
So one, there's this article that you write. Every wife should have a secret lover.
Oh.
This one gets...
What's the question?
Relax. So, was this just purely rage baiting the audience? You actually meant this?
You know,
yes.
What's
the inspo behind this?
The editors of the Nairobian sometimes will nipatia topics to write about.
All right.
Now let me preempt things that people didn't know.
Yes.
Editors were, and one of them is Ted Malanda. Was actually Ted Malanda, pepi wangu wa FB.
Yes. You guys have this weird thing on Facebook. Yes.
Yeah. So the editors, because the Nairobian is, I wouldn't say, but I will say to some extent, some controversial newspaper. So sometimes you just go blank. Then they used to give me. They give you
a topic.
Yeah,
right,
like
on this.
Why can't you not a topic but several, like write about this and this and this and this. So it's just about creativity. I had no one in mind. I had nothing in mind. Definitely I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But that was just something that out of the blues, like Diana, ebu andika hii. So and then one thing about people don't know about journalism is you need to have a creative mind.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Uniambie ebu andika about this cup. I need to write about this cup and make it as in, not just utaona tu ni cup.
Yes.
But a journalist will see this cup is like, okay, they will write about this cup.
Yeah.
So that was just pure creative. Lakini wababa si waliniandikia emails. Jamani, unatuharibia mababy zetu. I'm like, bro, you don't know me. Does she have a husband? You want to say a husband? I'm like, no, please, this is just being creative. I have no one in mind. I'm not doing this. That was just pure creativity. There are those ones, if you like, kuna yenye niliandika about have a baby when you're ready as a woman, not when the man wants.
Yes.
That was, I was writing from me. There's one I wrote about getting to 40, but there are those things that I will just write to trigger people's minds and see.
So it's
and
a bit of like
I'm getting feedback, and the editor is like, Ebu Diana, send the feedback. I'm sending the feedback. I'm like, people are roasting me, and the editors are like, now that is it. You don't know. Because why do you want to write something then no one talks about it?
Yes,
and then it will fly in people's WhatsApp groups and the men. They're like, this woman. And then there are those people who meet me and they're like, no, Diana is just a good woman. She's just, ametulia tata nanga maneno. So that was just pure creative. I had no one in mind. I wouldn't do that.
All
actually.
right.
Yeah.
There's this other one that also captures the interwebs properly.
Yes.
Cheating is not a mistake. It's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yes. This one even got you on interviews.
On Spice FM.
Yes. They brought you in. And funny thing, the callers who called in, almost all the 3 or 4 gentlemen all agree with you.
It's something that one I think I will agree with that, because it's not something that you just tripped and said. No, it's something that you plan.
Premeditated.
Yeah, it's something that tumepiga story, tumeflat, tumeongea, tunakutana, we're going to Uganda, we're going to Kampala, blah blah blah. So I think for with that one,
yes,
kulikuwa na some truth, some mind. I spoke my mind.
Yes, there was a bit of your personal truth embedded in that article.
Yeah, that one kulikuwa na some personal truth in that.
All right.
Yep.
I saw the host trying to
the ladies.
The ladies are trying to like play. One of them, I forget her name. She was trying to act the devil's advocate, but it was a difficult topic. It was difficult to act devil's advocate on that one.
Actually, it got also on people's lips.
Yes.
It got into some conversations.
Yes, it started conversation in the community.
Yeah, started conversation. And then, most of these things, Joel, these things are happening. It's just that we're not ready for this conversation.
Yep.
Those are the prohibited, quote-unquote, conversations that people don't have.
Yes.
Like the other one that we're saying, wives are having secret lovers. Mabibi wako na ma secret lovers huku nje.
Wameficha tu bentenu huku nje.
Na wasimi. Not their lovers are married. So these are the hard conversations that we do not want to talk about. I know, right? Yeah, you see?
Tunafikiria tuko sawa, kumbe tuko sawa.
So these things are happening low-key. Yes. It's just that we are not accustomed to talk about that.
Yeah. People are not open to having these conversations.
akutaki like mtu anakatiaje bibi yangu.
It's a truth if you're not willing to confront.
Yeah, mtu anakatiaje bibi yangu.
Hata sometimes bibi ndiye anakatia.
See?
She's on the hand.
I know, right?
You're not ready for that conversation. Hiyo acha tutaongea wakati tutakuwa willing kusema ile story nyingine pia. Tutashikanisha hizo mbili. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the last one, the woman holding marriages.
Hiyo nayo iko bana. The one woman holding marriages. Yes, marriages tumeshikiliwa na tumama huko nje. Yes.
Bwana, what was the inspo behind this one?
Alafu sasa ndio ujue sasa wababa wanakuanga na double speak. You know this last one and the first one. This one, do you know even there's somebody who even sent me some 5,000 shillings like
kazi fiti.
Mimi ndoa yangu kama sio huyo hata ingekuwa. I took coffee. Diuko hiyo article mwazi uko wapi? Tunaweza kutana Java kunyaka coffee kidogo. Like this is happening. I had people who even like not really confided but confessed. Like
DM zako zilikuwa awash
relationship nimekuwa hapo for 5 years na tuko fiti na mama. Mimi kuna ka relationship nimeshikilia. So with that one kuna ka ukweli mahali. Kuna tu mama huko nje tumeshikilia tu ndoa hivi. Tukitoka tu hivi. Paragasha. Ndoa zinaanguka. So with that one, hiyo naye ndio mama ndo walinimaliza sasa. Anasema you're encouraging You're encouraging tumopanga tokando nini.
Yes, the women came after you had.
Yeah, they came after me. They're like, you are after our husbands. Like, no, it's maybe the husbands who are after us, not us.
You're just commenting on what is happening.
Yeah, this is happening. Your people have people out there and you better.
People have people.
Yeah, watu wenu wako na watu. Na wametulia tu. Hawasumbue. So you una relax.
Wewe jipange.
Wewe unacheza lane. Wewe bora uja overlap.
Yes.
Wewe unacheza tu lane yako, una relax hapo. Maisha inaendelea. There's a joke me I saw the other days like all along with this I'm quoting verbatim. All along we always thought that we always had a feeling that our dad, I'm quoting verbatim, that our dad had a second family, but when he died we realized that we are the second family. You see? So nyinyi mko hapo tu nini kumbe kuna familia huko nje ina grow, ina thrive.
Was nyinyi hata ndio the second family.
It's like baba mnakuanga na siri nyinyi.
But squeeze social media and technology and phones has made it a bit difficult kufanya hiyo shughuli.
It's difficult. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm not the
difficult. Unaweza kuwa unajua mambo yenye
not really language but I think social media iko, the phones, the technology iko, but one thing I believe in is we're grown-ups. When you decide season ni variety, wewe ukiamua ukunywe Stony, mimi kunywe the Coke. Yeah, it's because you've chosen to. Yes. Na ukifika mahali useme na Stony, nimekunywa Stony sana. Hebu Sprite inaonjaje?
Yeah.
So people decide what they want to do and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. People are grown-ups. They decide. Actually, we go back to that. People decide. People know what they're doing. We're not doing this by mistake. Mimi ukiniita nikikuja hapa, if I didn't want to come, I wouldn't have come.
Yes.
I came because I wanted to come and have this conversation. Yes. And then there are people, and then you're like, I think I want to talk to Diana about, and not to, but with Diana, have a conversation with Diana about this.
Over this,
yeah.
Yes.
So people decide.
There's an intention behind
people
it.
Decide what they want to do with their lives, and the earlier we accept we can't do anything about that, the better. We can never own human beings.
No.
Even our own children.
No.
Watagrow waende.
Yes.
Sasa yeah, so you can never own. We used to think that the my, yeah, you're my, but you can never own them.
So this article, it was almost like short of, and it was almost like it was a poster for polygamy, advocating for polygamy in some sort of sense.
Not really. Because no,
mbona wanaume walikuwa wanabambika na hiyo story?
Sijui there's a difference between polygamy and your story.
Kuna story polygamy iko hapo tu.
Between polygamy and this. Polygamy ni kama ya the late Jirongo.
For sure.
Hiyo ndo polygamy.
That's why I was saying short off.
Yeah, short off. Yeah.
Yes.
But hizi zingine ni ma escapades tu na nini ma arrangements.
Because
mamunjol arrangements. Polygamy is when 1 2 3 4 5 period.
All mine.
ndio hawa hapa.
I hereby decree
and declare
they declare these are all my.
Na wanapendana, wanasimama hapa, huyu Diana, Mary, Vivian, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Hizi zingine ni escapades too.
So it begs the question, and I want you to comment on it to however best way you know. Begs the question, is our society in denial? Because the escapades, the escapades more or less look like a rehearsal ya polygamy. Like this is in an ideal setup where people are honest, they'll just like say
during our dads and our grandparents,
they'll just be like, mimi nimekuletea mwenzako akusaidie shughuli. But right now, is our society in denial of the way forward? Are we just not confident enough, the gentlemen of today, are we just not confident enough to come and be say that mimi nataka watu wawili ama watatu?
I think pia ni maisha imekuwa ngumu pia. So
we look for a hybrid?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, ile you're like
uko lakini hauko.
Kama neza pata hii maji kwa kikombe, mbona nikuwe na dispenser ingine? So hii si nitakuwa naenda kukunywa maji kwa kikombe narudi. Nipatie nusu. Warm, tumtemberature hot, kofiti narudi.
No need owning the cow if you can buy milk.
You know, so they don't. And then also I think it depends on the other party, the women.
Yes.
There are those who are okay with that.
Yes.
Then there are those ones who will be like, no, Mimi, you need to panga me, you need to arrange me.
Yes.
Arrange me uniambie ABCD. And then also, I don't know, I'll beg this question. Do you think human beings were meant to be monogamous?
That's a question for me.
Now I'm the host.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that question, Diana. I have to realize anything I say will be used for or against me. But bro, I will attempt this. I'm philosophizing. Tunabanja tuna Diana. Don't hold this against me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So here's the thing. I'll attempt weekly though. The thing is, it's easier if you're monogamous. It's a lot more easier. It's more easier.
Straightforward,
it's more straightforward. It's less
navigate
less more headache. It's more affordable if you like that. But then again, you realize you require a certain discipline with you, a certain skill set. It looks easy, but it requires a lot for you to just remain on the straight and narrow of being monogamous. So you wonder if all these constraints of, like, if you remove the financial aspect of it, if you remove the religiosity of it, if you remove all these other constraints that make monogamy, pesa iko. Hakuna mtu anaweza niambia shit.
Yes, mimi si uko na nini, si kila kitu iko sawa.
Watoto wanasoma Brayburn or whatever it is they are going to. Wenzako wapange line hapo. In such a situation now, you wonder, begs the question really, are we just monogamous because situations force us to be monogamous, or if...
I think I don't know.
It's actually, you realize actually more or less situations.
Because even remove the financial bit of it. Uko nyumbani si unapatanga wa baba hana kitu lakini akona
amewapanga.
Huyu akona mimba, huyu akona mtoto wa miezi 3. So I think the financial bit of it is because it's us who are, you guys who are work. You're like, nikitaka kuongeza Diana mwingine, lazima nikuwe able kumlisha.
Yes.
You're looking at the financial bit of it because you need to afford the two.
Yes.
But now back home they don't.
So unajua kidogo hiyo inakanga ni polygamy, lakini polygamy chokora kidogo,
like
si fiti
Loki polygamy ya lipa mdogo
hiyo nani gani waza
lipa mdogo
kidogo hiyo haiwezi, unaona, because what will be the point of you coming in, bringing someone else in the fray, and yet you're not fully taking care of
the present.
So it can only make sense for me to bring in a second person if one is okay. Two can only come in if one is fine, and there is more than enough to take care of one.
Sasa unasema wale wenye wako na moyo na more than enough wafanye hiyo maneno.
But then it's not necessarily now. It's not the only factor. Nasijitetei tu for the sake of the camera.
I know.
I'm holding the mic down here. So now it also also now peace of mind also comes in. There's general jealousy that happens between co-wives and in a breed a lot of animosity that
pia to the kids.
Yes, there's a lot of nonsense and toxicity that just reverberates to the children that just most a modern gentleman just be like, you know what,
I'm not ready for this.
I don't want this.
And then I think sasa kama ile meme nilikuwa nakwambia, like these ones thinking their dad has a second family, and then they realize that actually their second family. I think for some reasons I like that gentleman because he kept these two families far away, like hey kaa huko, you know, aliona ni kama hakuna haja ya kukutanisha hawa watu wawili wajuane.
Yes, for obvious reasons kutakuwa na mgongano.
Yeah, so these ones are realizing when he's dead, and then sasa mtaanza kuchikiana aje na watu wenye amji huyu anaishi huko na maisha yake wanaishi, like the only common denominator, I'll use that term, who will have brought them together is now there. So it's up to them, especially maybe the wives or the kids, to think like, okay sawa, at the end of the day huyu Joel ni wetu, so maybe it's up to them wafike mahali waone tunaweza tafutana tukwe like,
can they though? I don't think so.
Wanasema ngani pesa. Unaona walikuwa wanasema the SI unit was the late Jirogo's like see mnaona sasa polygamy ya matajiri like hakuna zile za nini.
Him unlike what you described.
Oh, the other one
they actually they bonded.
Yeah, together. These ones have not.
You cannot proceed together if you are never together in the first place.
Yeah, to an extent, you because they never met.
No.
They've never bonded.
Yes.
So the only thing that they share is the blood.
In fact, death can breed animosity mbaya.
I don't think so because hii familia mzaya amewapanga huko kwingine sio kinao au wengine wanaishi Turkana. Hey bro, tunapatania wapi?
Ukakuwa na property yote yenye hakuwa amepanga vizuri.
Mzee kama wewe niko sure anakuwa amejipanga bro. Mzee kama wewe anakuwa amepanga hizo familia.
The last one. Hata ng'ombe zimepangwa za huku na huku na huku.
Mnaangalia mnaona kuna penye mnapatana, so mnaanza kugombania wapi, mnaona aisuru.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this umenirushia na kurudishia pia? Ball back at you. Seeing as how the playing field is, unajua venye soko iko. And
ni chafu?
Chafu mbaya. Man, one of my favorite podcasters was having a conversation with a fellow podcaster, and he was saying, man, kama kuna kitu mimi nashukuru Mungu tu, mimi siko kwa dating pool.
Mazee, dating pool. Joel, nyinyi amko kwa dating pool is dirty.
Yeah,
like
it's messed
not
up.
really dirty in a bad way, but people are not intentional. People don't know what they want. People are liars. People are...
If you've carved something for yourself, shukuru Mungu. Yeah, the dating pool is fucked up.
It's fucked up. You go on a date, it's like, hey, it's ni gani nimekujia hizi.
Yeah.
Naita kabo narudi kwa nyumba.
Yes.
People are not intentional.
Yes.
People are not intentional. They're not consistent.
And they're not truthful. Yes.
So people are just out there to have fun. So
it's casual. So the question I was going to ask there, the one that I was going to bounce back at you was, picking on the polygamy aspect, would you consider yourself to be a second wife, given that now the dating pool has narrowed down significantly? Umerusha kombora, nimerudisha tu. Bounce back at you. Would you consider?
Sijafika hapo bado, but again, this is a whole topic.
This is a podcast. Huko hakuna commercial break naenda.
I know, because
kaende.
Ini ngumu kidogo because I come from a polygamous family.
Oh, okay.
And my mom and my other mom don't see eye to eye.
Right.
We're the first family.
Okay, you're the first family.
Yeah, we're the first family.
That's not something you've ever read. I'm kama umeandika
sijawahi andika about that. No, sijaandika about we're the first family, then there's another family.
All right.
And then and then I've seen what my mom has gone through.
Yes.
I think polygamy stops with the man. How is this man trying to balance
this?
Yes,
the two families, yes.
Yeah. So, will I consider? Siwezi pass your question.
Unaweza pass lakini you can attempt.
Yo.
You can attempt. Ikikushinda unasema imenishinda.
I don't know if I will mind. Hey. Labda ifike mwisho.
Someone comes along. I've seen some of the the way you write in a way you also give away information. It's you write abstractly in a bit of like poetic way.
Oh yeah,
but
sure.
if you know how to read subtext, like some of us,
sijapenda.
You can pick a thing or two.
Okay.
You know. So saying someone comes along, they check all the boxes of the things you're looking for, but with only one catch. He's willing to go see polisi. Nipenda kumuita Koplo. He's willing to go see Koplo. He's willing to he's
checked the boxes.
Watoto wako ni watoto wake.
Yes, he's checked the boxes.
All the boxes.
But
only one catch. And the one catch,
yes,
he's not lying about it.
Yes.
He's like, yo man, I have a wife.
Yes,
and
kids
and I'll talk to her. I've talked to her. Let's go, you meet her.
Do they even talk to you? Do they even talk to her? Are you saying?
Now, I'm creating a hypothetical situation whereby kuna wanaume huko nje bwana wamekanyaga moyo ikapasuka. They don't give a shit.
Yes.
They'll go and tell
like
madam,
like, hey,
madam, mimi ananifurahisha, she makes
she's
me feel young and I'm bringing her along.
Yeah.
Na iko hivi na hivi. Would you consider such a situation?
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything on the table.
Yes.
No chiki, no cards under the table.
No.
Boxes tick.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, nichezeleni yangu.
Nichezeleni yako.
Siezi overlap.
Wewe huko kama ni
na nisi overlapiwe.
But sasa kuna kwa na catch kwa hiyo story. Kisha kubali kuwa number 2,
kwa number 3.
Number 3 anaweza kama pia. Na pia utaletewa hiyo conversation pia.
Mimi hiyo conversation siletewe. Wewe fanya mambo yako bro.
Wewe fanya mambo yako
huko. Mimi nisiletewe hiyo conversation. Wewe si umeamua bro.
All cards on deck. If he brought you to the other one, he has also to bring it
now
to you.
Now that is the hardest conversation because as you say, if there is number 2, there will always be number 3. There is not always, but there are possibility.
There's the possibility, yes, because hiyo njia ishafunguka, yes.
Ni sawa tu mzaya afanye kitu anataka juu sasa mtadu.
Mzaya afanye venye anataka.
Sasa mtadu na hii ni life yake.
Na usha choose the moment you are in there.
Yeah, mimi niko hapa nimekaa, glass yangu iko full.
Yes. You're taken care of fully.
Yeye afanye tu mambo yake, hata akifika 7 pia ni sawa tu, tunashika.
Bora apige sabi yake fiti.
Manze.
Bold of you. Bold of you. But wengi wanaweza parambulate na hiyo swali sana.
I know because as you say the dating pool is
No, it's crazy.
We try. Tunajaribu.
Yes.
We go on dates, you're like, hey, sasa ningebaki tu kwa nyumba hata nichemshe githeri because nimeenda quest. There's a time I went on a date with you should have asked me about the worst date I went on. Please.
Kuna swali hapo nilikuwa nitakuuliza, what is the question that I should have asked you? Now let's balance with that one.
So nimeenda date na mse nimekaa, I'm like, I'm not open, I'm not going on dates, I'm busy. And then one time my friends are like, you unashindanga kwa nyumba, go out on dates. Like this time there's this guy who we meet, who we talk with him through a friend, out with a friend. And then I'm normally, when we become friends, you'll know me, like unaweza kwa nje unanipigia simu like, hey, uko wapi di? Nakwambia niko kwa nyumba. Kwani huko hauna wababa wenye wanataka watu, you know that joke. This friend of mine is like, there's someone here. He's a good guy. Yes. We talk to the guy. He's like, okay, then we exchange numbers, then we chat. He's a vibe, and then we plan for a date. Now tell me why this guy comes on a date dressed the way he dressed the way he Vinyanataka,
yes.
Like, I've taken my time. I've worn my nice dress, heels, lipstick, and this guy is just coming on a date with a checked shirt that has faded collars, in a jacket, with some shoes, like faded jeans. I'm like, bro, no effort. Do you know that? I think that is the flameliest reason we never met again. We never talked again because
come on.
I thought no, there was zero effort. Please look good, Joel. I mean, maybe what? This is a date we planned. Maybe what? Si ati nilimwamsha asubuhi nikamwambia kuja tukutane. Kwanza yeye alikuwa ameplaniwa date. Like effort.
Did it happen though? The date itself?
Yeah, we met.
What about the person himself beyond the physical, the dressing?
A bit nonchalant, because one thing about me is I don't like people who are nonchalant. Like you need to be a vibe. Okay. You come into my space, we keep going, like keep the conversation going.
And see surface.
Yeah, we need to, we talk about the bottle, we talk about the TV, we talk about things.
Yes.
So the moment we do not have a conversation, like we cannot flow a conversation, then sasa tukikuja kwa nyumba tutaongea nini? Because we need to have a conversation that is going. Okay. So the person, a bit nonchalant, yes, he will go mute for a day. Mimi tukianza kwa relationship and you don't talk to me for a whole day, then kesho ukinisalimia nitakuuliza wewe ni nani?
Yeah.
Like, where have you been? We need to keep the conversation. So a bit uninterested, but he said I would say he was a good person, yes, but the nonchalancy and the zero effort, it's like, ka vizuri Joel.
Weka bidii kidogo.
Yeah, weka kabidi kidogo,
right. The moment you say that the conversation wasn't good, I'm a sucker for good conversations.
Thank you, Joel.
The reason why we are doing this in the first place.
We need to talk about everything and anything and tease and ask questions and so.
If the conversation is not flowing, then hata mimi unaweza kuona vile venye umetaka, lakini if the conversation is not good, man, hakuna
haiwezi.
The conversation has to be good. So there's some one, two questions I have for you.
Yeah.
But since we are already at this dating space, there's this friend of yours. She publicly went through some sort of relationship of sorts. I'm using her. We have a mutual friend actually, but I'm not going to use her until she ever comes here because she has an open invite. So I'll use the other one, who is not my friend but is your friend, Zippy. Dr. Zippy Okoth. She went through some sort of like public, romance, and boy, did they make it public. We were all in-laws on it.
Oh, the online in-laws, you're so invested in it.
We were so invested. And messy 40s, the whole episode.
The foolish 40s.
Yes, foolish 40s, yes. Thank you. Foolish 40s. And then the Kimani came in and the picture, and they even did what almost seemed like a collab on it, and it was nice. It looked like it was working.
The younger dating.
Yes, it looked like it was working. So the question here probably is, was there some sort of hope? Was she like sort of echoing some sort of hope for women trying to get back into dating at that level at that age, post 35, 36, 40, there onwards? Was there some sort of hope she was echoing for like, say, you and others who are out there trying to get back into them? And when it failed, was that a bad thing? Such a bad thing? I'm just like now asking you since when and now maybe una connect because we don't low keep your club for her there.
Yeah, because I'm somebody who is always happy for people when they're having a good time.
Yes.
We really don't know what was happening between the two.
Yeah.
We don't know if it was real or it was for the socials.
I followed her to Jagero, who is also a good friend of yours too. Cool. And ama hiyo ulikuwa tu bado inaweza kuwa ilikuwa showbiz bado.
Dr. Zippy is a whole teacher of literature.
Okay.
She's a whole teacher of literature. So we really don't know her. Yeah.
We
really don't know her.
I watched that Jagero episode.
Yes. And we can come here and say nini blah 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 nini mimi na Joel tuna date and we nini but there's something.
You the content too.
So it's only her who can say what was happening. But I will say I let people do whatever it's making them happy.
Yes.
If whatever she was doing was making her happy, so be it. But much as the dating scene is, as we say, is messy, people are trying that. Those people who are getting good people. People should not give up.
Yeah.
People should try dating. It's tedious, it's draining, but you try. Ikikata unaachana nayo, unaanza ingine ikikata. So people are dating and people should not either kwani nyinyi mkwangi na shida na hii dating scene ama nyinyi mko sawa?
Tuna mashida zetu.
Mko na mashida zenu.
We have our own set of challenges. Niite huko kwako kwa side yako.
I know, right?
Then switch it up on me. Nitakutolea shida zangu.
It was giving some hope.
Yes.
There are those people who are not for PDS.
Yes.
There are those people who are not for publicly declaring their love life. Kuna wale mimi maisha yangu ni chini ya maji, behind the scenes. Let people do them.
She was, there's this, she made me watch that Jagero episode where she was saying, man, kupendwa ni poa.
Lakini kupendwa ni raha.
That laugh of hers.
Yes, the laughter.
Kupendwa ni poa. Alafu kupendwa publicly ni poa, Jagero. then she bursts in that laughter of hers.
Kupendwa ni mzuri.
Yes,
you get somebody who loves you well, loves you right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a lover also.
Yes,
I'm a lover.
Yes. You're not a fighter, huh?
I'm a lover, and somebody who loves me, pampers me.
Yes.
Kaende. Tutajulia huko mbele story. So yeah, she's a good girl.
Yes.
She's a good woman. She gave people hope.
Send my regards, and I hopefully, if I get a chance, hata kama ni kuenda penye yako tutafika.
Hebu muita atuambie what was happening. Najua hiyo watu wengi sana walikuwa invested, but older men were not for it. I don't know what is happening. Mababa walikuwa zile, tulijua it was, please bro.
Yeah, I saw you recap that. Yes.
So I don't know why most older men were not for that, but
it poses a challenge.
Yeah,
it poses a challenge. The dynamic of a younger man dating an older woman, it's
older is relative, Joel.
Yes, but the age, you know, there's, walk with me here. So normally inakuanga for you to like bring
nani alisema
society.
Okay,
it's a construct that we found in place, and maybe with good reason.
Oh yeah,
maybe I don't know, because we don't know mambo inaenda tu. If the gentleman has a bit of authority, bring not authority as kuchapa or anything like
yeah,
that,
I get you
anajua tu kuassert masculinity yake vizuri, and that kind of comes with the age. Hopefully we hope that comes in with age. Like you come in, you're older, like I'm 5-6 years older than you. There's an aura of masculinity that I carry with me, having known more, seen more, experienced more. I can hold your hand and tell you to ende hiki huku na utanifuata, because maybe I even have more resources. Now when you switch back this, it brings a very interesting dynamic whereby you, the more experienced one, you're the more resourceful one. Sasa mimi nitakuja kuambia nini? Experience,
Joel, doesn't come with age. Okay. Authority, according to me, as Diana, doesn't come with age.
All right.
Because even me, as a woman, I will want a man who leads, a man who protects, a man who gives authority, a man who says, like Diana, this is what you're doing. No, this is no. I want a man whom I'll say, okay, babe, I have this and this and this. What do you think? But to me, I used to think so, but as time goes by, I don't think it comes with age.
Okay.
The experience, maybe the more resources, as you say. So I've tried dating older. I've tried dating within. I've tried dating
younger.
Iko sawa tu. Aina noma, iko sawa. It just depends on how you two gel, how you two vibe,
connect,
how you two have the goals. Do you have the same goals? Do you connect well? Do you have the chemistry?
Yeah.
So much as maybe this might be a younger guy, 4, 5, 6 years, but is he giving me the authority? Is he leading? Is he protecting me? Am I safe in his space? Is he treating me as a woman? Am I feeling feminine when I'm with? Because as a woman, me, I will want to be the feminine. Like, if Kamali, you're leading me, hey, this way, babe, you're pulling the chair, you're making me feel vulnerable, quote unquote, in a way. So I don't think it comes with age. It means I'm open. I wouldn't mind I'm a younger man.
Yeah, I hear you. And I don't have much rebuttal to it, but I time immemorial.
Yeah, used to.
It has been aged. When my mom and my dad, there's a 10-year age gap between them. And I think I've tried even just to be friends with even slightly older, ladies.
How does it? Imekata? Unapata kuvibe naye.
Unapata tu kidogo venye stories naenda. Wewe unataka kumshow lakini anataka kushow zaidi. So bro, na truthfully she knows more than you.
Yeah.
So which does not give you room for you to blossom as a man, like.
I think pia it narrows down to an individual. All because kuna wale wenye walichapwa na maisha wakikuwa wadogo, they've seen more, they are younger, but amekipitia, amechapa hustles zake, nini akofiti, they've had their fair share of shenanigans za maisha. So and then also it as I say, it goes back to an individual.
Yes.
A woman who wants to listen, not really listen in a bad way, but listen to the man, because Mimi, a man is a man. I believe in masculinity, not the physical masculinity, but masculinity as a whole and femininity. So if we're dating, you are the man here. Si unakumbuka story nilikuwa nafanya huko kwingine? Si nilikuwa najaribu kufanya huyu jamaa kwa mwanamume matches bado alikuwa
you were carrying the baba's energy where you shouldn't.
You know, so if this is a woman who believes this is my man and he's the man, he deserves that respect. He deserves to be the man. Age, I don't think it really matters.
Just a number, huh?
It's relative, yeah.
So speaking of masculinity, I would like, if you can answer this one. Hii iko optional.
Unaweza pass.
Unaweza pass kikikuwa ngumu sana. So speaking of masculinity, how have you been handling, because you're raising two amazing gentlemen, and question one is, how have you been handling the ways my dad question?
Yeah,
there's no question number one. Question number two, how have you been socializing them to the ways of men? How have you been being able to make them understand this is how men do? Like, is there an uncle, grandfather who's been playing that role?
The father figures we have. My brothers have been there. Right. I really thank them.
Yes.
My dad has been there because now my firstborn, literally I may grow from home with my brothers and. So I wouldn't say he's lacked the father figure. And then I also have friends. I invest in friends. Right. I invest in friends, I build bridges. So I have male friends. Like the moment we begin this conversation, then tumeanza kuongea, hey Joel, mimi ni Bungoma uko? Kuja hapa tukunywe kahawa. Hey D, nimekuja Nairobi uko? Then there are those people you interact with, then you become, there are those families we create.
Yes.
So I have male friends who are very good people.
Yes.
I let them interact once in a while with them. Because kuna ile period, kuna those things that I can't handle as a mother, especially you Gen Z pia kuna mahali tulipelekana haraka join campus, and then now these male friends of mine came through, my dad, my brothers, and then the way is my father, the second one, I think hatujafika hapo bado kuulizana.
No, really?
Yeah.
Even the younger one?
The older one, huyo ni baba mkubwa, alijua baba yake. He even went, they met, they had a conversation. I think they do. I don't know if they have conversations. But with them, they've met like wanaume.
You've allowed the relationship to happen.
I did. Yeah, you people are your relatives. I'm not even your relative. So you wenyewe jueni venye mnapangana huko maneno yenu, mimi bora msinisishe. So if it happens, if it happen, it's positive. Ikikata,
it's his lesson to learn at this point.
So I have let them do that. Create the
so the younger one has not been curious.
No, he's not
bombarded you with the inquisition.
No, he hasn't. I think because I think it's the aspect of my brothers coming in most of the time. Tumeenda kwa ango amepiga simu ameongea nini, then he's into football. He plays football. So anaendanga kule.
Fan, huh?
Arsenal baya sana. So he goes there, meets his wale coach, the trainers. So I think pia he's more into the men's space. So he meets them there, and then sometimes I tell them, muongeleshe. So I don't know whatever they talk there, but I know it's the football is just more than football. There's that mentorship, there's that discipline. So with him, he's more into the male space. So we'll cross the bridge when we get there one day, if we shall.
All right. So one other question I had follow up to this was, supposing, fast forward, you've done all the heavy lifting. Fast forward, vijana wamekuwa watu kwa society, watu
tuna graduate this year kwanza.
Congratulations.
Tunafaa kukuja hapa kwa nini kwa podcast.
Kujeni.
Jumia graduating and my son is graduating. Tunafaa kukuja hapa kwanza na gowns tufanye hiyo podcast.
This space is for an extra seat, so you can totally accommodate you guys. And given how much, almost like the way you unravel things on your socials is almost like a reality TV of sorts.
Oh, really?
Yes. And you've accumulated fans who just like know you paka kwa village wanajua venye unabanga.
I like sharing because I think ilinisaidia kuheal because I did. And then also it's good, you get to know people, you get to know what people think about this, about this. So kuna zile my love life ndio kidogo haikuangi huko sana. Hapo ndo watu hawajiwangi kama niko ama siko. Ako na mtu ama sina mtu. Hapo nini but the other social life is as you say, it's quote unquote a reality of sort of.
Yeah. So supposing they've become people in the society and they're well to do, and then someone pops out of the woodwork and they're like, sasa kijana yangu najua, is that something how would you handle that emotion? Because it's a reality of life.
I know.
You even saw MP or Miaswe, this guy with the shaggy hair, his name, Salasia. You saw someone come out of the woodwork say that he's his dad and you should help him.
But that time, fast forward, right?
Yes.
That time,
yes,
these two gentlemen will be grown-ups.
They can...
So they can make their own decisions. And something I'm very happy about this
You won't
generation.
try to the question is you, not them. Would you come, utakuja hapo uanze
kuambia. Mimi nitakuwa naishi na maisha yangu na mtu wangu.
Yes.
Na pesa yetu. Yes. Fanyeni venye mnataka. Mimi am not your relative. Mimi nitakuwa na maisha yangu na mtu wangu, so hatutaki kusumbuliwa. But a bit tricky. But I think I brought them enough, good enough to make sober decisions.
Okay.
So whatever decisions they will make as individuals, as grown-ups, mi sidhani kama nitaweza kuingilia, but ni ngumu bwana.
Itakuchoka kidogo.
Itani suffocate kiasi.
Yes.
Itanisumbua, but I think nitakuwa mature enough and well enough not to kuingilia vitu kama hizo. So we'll cross that bridge
when you get there.
Yeah, tutavuka yo bridge tukifika huko.
Umejibu vizuri. That was a really good answer though. Umejaribu. So touchdown, we're almost going to the end.
Okay.
So I have some small questions zenye zitaki majibu refu sana, but kama unaweza extrapolate pia sawa tu jibambe, but short answers if you may. So given how your life has unfolded, what would you reckon is the biggest lesson that you've picked throughout the experiences that you've had? Because I don't want to ask you what's your regret in life. I just want to ask you what's the lesson you've picked so far.
The lesson I've picked so far, I'm now 42. Yeah. You can start any time at any age. You want to start doing something, start it. It's never too late for you to start.
Okay.
You want to go back to school, you want to have kids, and then something else, just do you. Do whatever makes you happy. Forget about the society and the public. Sisi tutakuongelea tu. Lakini tutatujui maisha yako. So whatever you want to do, it makes you happy, makes you comfortable. Awesome, do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Given a chance to do given how things have unfolded, if you were given a chance to do a do-over, what is the one thing that you try to tweak or adjust if there's the choice? Like magic wand, Diana, this is your live stream. What can you change? What can you hold?
I would have gone to school much earlier when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have just
opportunity to present. Yes. Go back to school.
To school.
Kuachia tu.
Utakujoin tu.
I'm not. Yego, I'm just going to learn from the University of YouTube through and through. I went to school and I studied BCom. Yeah, I've done nothing regarding in that field that whatsoever.
But now this should also be a wake-up call to the current generation that you can be whatever you want to be.
Yes,
something interests you. Start it. Unataka kufanya kitu, ebu anza uone itaendaje, because this the time lapse.
Yes.
See, you had the idea, then put the idea into action.
Yes.
So regardless of what you've done.
Yes.
You want to do something away from whatever you've gone to school for, just do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you aren't a journalist, what else would you be doing if you aren't a journalist?
What will I be? I'll be a nurse.
Yeah.
My mom really wanted me to be a nurse. I will be a nurse.
Actually, you would have been a good nurse.
Really?
Yeah. You have that nurse vibe on you.
Come to think of it, I will be a nurse.
Yeah.
Because I like being with people, vulnerable people. I think I would be a nurse if I wasn't.
Amazing. Okay, I was going to ask you, would you entertain that idea? But being a nurse is difficult, and you actually have to switch your entire life, not even just lifestyle.
Yeah,
you flip your entire existence.
I've seen those ones who put their nurses or maybe their profession and then they put it out here. They enjoy it. I think I will do that. I'll be there, with my patients, with the kids, and on the socials, telling you guys, nini. So I think I'll still do it well, maybe.
Yeah. I'll still ask this one. What question do you think I should have asked you that I have not asked you?
I think tumeulizana maswali zote Joel.
Hadi nimeshakuuliza hiyo lakini nakuuliza tena.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted everything that I wanted us to talk about.
What keeps you up at night?
What keeps me up at night? I read something people don't know. I read a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I sometimes YouTube, maybe just about life generally. So I read.
Okay.
And then I'm more creative at night.
Let me rephrase. When you don't have sleep, wakati you just like
kausingizi kameenda.
Yes, what is on your mind? What are you just thinking about when there is no sleep and you're just tossing and turning in your bed?
How successful my kids are going to be.
Okay.
Because like I normally tell them, I do not want them to go through what I went through. Black tax and whatnot. No.
Yeah.
Just
the reality.
I think that is what keeps me, because I want them to be as successful as early as.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that is just what can I do differently? What can I do to make them this and this?
Okay.
Yep.
Give them a bit of a...
Yeah, early enough.
Fair advantage.
Because I don't want them to get to where I am and still not have figured out. I want them to figure out mapema. For them, najua sisi millennials si kama wale my parents wetu, like if I get successful, it's because I want to help. I mean, I don't want my kids to get successful so that to help me, to help themselves, so that pia mimi ni quote and quote wameniondokea, they can stand on their own, so that pia mimi ni enjoy life yangu as an individual. Yes. So yeah,
that's beautiful. How were you preparing for old age and the nonsense it brings forth? Yes, not nonsense, the vagaries.
How am I preparing for old age? One is I went back to school because I want to do something different. Actually, God willing, I want to get out of mainstream sometime.
Yeah,
that's one. So that I do something that will keep me going, something I like doing, like writing. I like writing. And creatives, yes. Then also my kids, pia wako sawa, the way I've said. Then also, I need somebody to love me violently. Kwetu na maisha mzuri. Not violently, like violent. Okay. Violent, sio hiyo.
Okay.
Nipende tu vizuri na mtu wangu, tukae mahali, tukaenjoy our sunset years, So I just want to get into doing something that interests me as an individual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. There's a regular question I usually ask, but I think that covers very well with how are you preparing for old age.
Tumeulizana hiyo, si ndio?
Yes. This is more around what is on your mind at 70, but I think this just
70 ni mbali. Sasa uniuliza hapa for 50 jamani. 50 ni karibu sana.
Yes. 50 ni kesho, you blink, you're 50.
Right?
Yes. So I like asking people about, I want to see how far the imagination can really go in terms of
some countryside home. I like the countryside, some countryside home with the birds around and animals around and my grandchildren running around and my person there.
That's a good picture. I like it.
Listening to some good music.
Yeah, rumba.
Rumba, definitely. Having some good conversations and driving around. Yeah. Just that.
Experiencing life, basically.
Just
all
that.
Right. So, that's your camera. Before I give you a chance to give your parting shots, it's been an amazing conversation. I've loved every bit of it. And we usually, I'm sure you've watched an episode or two of ours.
Yeah,
and I know you know that hiyo kikombe ni yako.
Asante sana. This is mine.
Yes.
Kapa jina yangu Diana.
What was it kind of mass produced? So we anticipate that.
Nikitaka customers lazima niseme hebu ni customize yangu.
Yes. So here is actually, this is a branding company. So we just like usually change this space for
I've
for
seen
conversations.
it from the reception.
Yes. So yetu nikusema asante sana for the story.
Thank you so much Joel for having me.
Now once you're done with your water,
ni kama ulikuwa unajua mimi napenda kukunywa chai. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I've had a good time. We've had a good conversation. I'm looking forward to have a similar conversation maybe when
at a different space,
because things change, people grow.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to have a different conversation, as you say, at a different space.
Yes.
So Thank you so much, Joel, for having me around.
All right.
Yep.
Hauna shoutouts kwa kina Fiona?
Shout out. Shout out. Watu wangu wa social media, asante.
Yeah.
My friends, all of them. I have a lot of friends on social media,
yes,
but
you do.
Surprisingly, I've met only a handful of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, kina Vivian, kina Pam Mactolo, kina Kate. You need to bring back Kate.
Yes.
Yake ilienda viral.
Sana.
And my siblings.
Pam is coming very soon.
Oh, Pam will be coming.
Yes.
Tunangoja kwanza hiyo yake.
Very hot.
My siblings, kina Frank, Brian, Angela, Friona, my kids, Ezra and Ethan.
Yes.
And my nephews and nieces and everyone else. Thank you so much for watching Time Lapse. Yeah.
All right. It's been an amazing conversation, man. Other than that, peace.